Welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important.
But
who
you know, we know who you know is one.
Who you know can make all the difference in your job search. We're super excited because we got a jam-packed session full of experts.
Oh, it's good today, yeah.
All over the place. We've got Paul Cameron. We'll bring him online with us here in just a second. We've got Craig Fisher in here.
Fish dog.
Man. Craig, we're super excited that you're with us. And Matt, he's behind the scenes. Y'all can't see him right now. We're gonna get to hear from Matt. And Matt, is it Cretzman?
Yep, close enough.
I said it.
Cretzman.
You got it.
Cretzman. Y'all know I can't.
This is his brand.
You know I can't do that.
Yep.
So we're excited to hear from you two, and we'll see you here in just a second. But guys, we have an amazing audience with us.
Oh yeah.
So let's go check in with our audience.
Yeah,
so
we
got
them rolling in.
Patty Bash, she is the reason a lot of stuff's going on in the show today.
Oh, we got Meg Rose, of course, the hype lady.
Meg Rose,
Michelle Barrett,
you in the house.
Alan Bergman, Eileen Lazar, how are you?
Hey, Eileen.
Patricia, good to see you all with us. Guys, real quick, couple of things as you are checking in. We want to know where you're tuning in from. We do have people from all over the country, all over the world. So tell us where you're tuning in from. Also, tell us what you're searching for if you're a job seeker. So put hashtag like IT or project management. Make sure you put that in the comments. And then if you are, maybe supporting, if you're a recruiter, if you're a company, if you're hiring, or maybe you're a coach, let us hear from you as well. You can put hashtag now hiring in the comments section.
Yeah.
And also, while you're at it, in the comments, go ahead and tag someone. If there's people in your network who you know are searching, are recruiting, could benefit from the content of the show, could benefit from being plugged into the Who You Know network, make sure that you tag them so they'll get a notification to come join the show. Maybe they can join live. As well as there's that little button down at the bottom, the arrow that says share. Make sure that you click on that share and share that out to your networks.
How do you say it, Mark?
Mash that button.
Mash that share button.
Just go on and mash
it. Button.
Love it.
That's what the network's all about. We share. We tell everybody what's going on. Bring everybody into the know.
Sharing
100%.
is caring and paying it forward.
Right.
Well, guys, there was something that I felt led to share. I've got the prayer of the week, and I wanted to kind of bring a couple of things to light. There was a post that I did this morning. There's a lot of things going on out there in this world, a lot of hate, a lot of things that are just evil, right? Mm-hmm. And so I felt led to share this. I put it in my post this morning, and so let's take a moment. I really want to bring this to light for you guys. So one of the things, I was reading the Word this morning, was about Jesus and how he washed the disciples' feet.
Ah.
Okay? And one of the things I never really thought of before until I read it this morning was he even washed Judas's feet.
Mm-hmm.
Judas, who betrayed him. Okay? So oftentimes, we can look online, on Facebook and Instagram, and we're looking for the answers. But guys, go to the Word. What does the Word say? And the Word says, love thy enemy. Okay? Jesus said, forgive them, for they not know what they do. Right? And to think about the servant heart you have to not only forgive, but to wash the feet of your enemy. Right?
That's a tough one. That's tough for the flesh. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I thought that was something I wanted to share with you guys. And also, Martin Luther King said it best. Guys, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that.
That's true.
Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Famous words from Martin Luther King. So guys, if we could bow our heads real quick, let's go to the Lord. Dear Lord, let us, take this time to have faith in you. Thank you so much for this beautiful day that you've given us, and, all of our blessings and all the things that you've done for us. Help us to restore our faith and to look for the answers in the right places. Oftentimes, again, we can look on social media, we can look on Facebook and Instagram. Help us put that stuff down right now. A lot of times it's more hate, a lot of stuff out there, and help us look and search for the answers in the right place. You gave us the word for that reason and just for this time. So, again, Lord, help restore our faith and help us to be more like you every single day, that we can be a better version of ourselves. In Jesus' name, I pray, amen.
Amen. That was one well of a devotion.
A lot of noise out there.
Jeez.
A lot of noise out there. A
noise.
lot of just misinformation, I think, and just, you got to discern what is real and what's not. And
Yeah.
Well,
It's a cross section of our world and what we got going on. We got to make a decision every day, you guys. Every day. Okay, I'll shut up.
So, anyways, guys, so thank you for listening to me kind of rant a little bit about that. But so we got some landings, some things to be thankful for. So I know of one, and you guys know of a few more, but let's give some hands on LinkedIn. Can we get a round of applause for Sajit, and I cannot say your last name.
Oh, no.
Sengjupuda. Sajit.
it's probably Sajit.
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 No.
We'll try.
Sujit. Sujit.
Oh,
Sujit. Oh, okay.
Sujit.
Hey, I stand corrected.
I don't know.
Sujit. Sengjupuda.
Spell Singapura.
Sengupta.
Okay.
All right.
Did I get it right? Round of applause.
Sujit, all right. Sujit.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
Give
Where,
your
you know where he
hands,
landed?
He actually landed, he sent me a testimonial and said that he landed, I think, a sales position in Alaska, if
Wow.
I'm not mistaken. He said that one of my videos that was talking about you're going to die. I had a video that was,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
going to die, do
Yeah.
something about it.
Right, yeah.
Gary V's words, you're going to die, do something about it.
Yeah.
He said it inspired him to reach out, and he's moving to Alaska or something like that. So anyways, congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for you.
What an adventure.
I know, right?
Don't buy your coat down here in Texas. Buy it up there.
Yeah. Well, a good friend, Barbara Cole.
Barbara Cole.
Hey.
Wow.
Barbara Cole.
Barbara, I got real excited when I heard you landed. Now that is cool.
She didn't tell me the company, but she said that she went in, they had found her on LinkedIn. She had been very active after coming through the summit and the Who You Know network on LinkedIn, put herself out there, had done some videos and was posting content, and they had found her. She went in, interviewed, and then I think went in, the story goes, had an impromptu kind of interview then with the CEO, but they offered her the position on site right there. So right
Wow.
then and there.
Oh,
so
wow.
Congratulations, Barbara.
She's
You
got that kind of
obviously
impact
were
when you
impressive.
meet her.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
She does. And
So-
Jeff Kronschnabel. You know,
Kronschnabel,
Jeff,
yeah.
I'm probably the only person that knows how to say your last name, only because you helped me with that, brother.
Yeah.
I
Jeff
say Kronschnabel.
Yeah, and he went
could
to,
tear that off.
he's at Schwab, right? He got hired on as Schwab. Yep.
Nice.
So that Schwab thing worked, huh, Jeff?
Congratulations,
Yeah.
guys.
Congratulations, Jeff, yeah.
Again, hands on LinkedIn, guys. If we can get some hands on LinkedIn for Jeff, that is amazing. So, guys, there's a lot of landings. I'm actually seeing just as much, if not more, than we typically see. Have you guys felt that? I have felt it.
There's a lot more activity. There are plenty of people that are landing in the midst of the pandemic.
That's what I'm saying. I'm feeling more. I'm feeling more landing. I'm getting more landings.
Well, and we're seeing, I mean, and Andy talked
it's
about this
coming.
last week, there is an uptick right now as we're reopening. There is an uptick, so make sure that you guys are keeping your activity levels up.
Barbara
right?
Cole said J Small Investments. Barbara, is that where you landed? Is that the place?
J Small Investment, that's right. Yep.
You know about them?
She
I've never heard about
she had mentioned that before, yes.
Yeah.
That she was interviewing.
You know, that's perfect, Barbara. That is good. Did I say good? Okay.
All right.
Congrats,
So
Barbara.
congrats again, Barbara. Guys, as far as events and things like that go, make sure you're going to the whoyouknow.show page. There's a resource page
Yes.
down there. There's also our Career Transition Summit, where we're going to teach you how to rehumanize the job search, get the human element back in, and help to get you out of that black hole. So make sure you come out to the summit. Foster, I put you on the spot. I didn't tell you this, but you got the Job Seeker Tip of the Week.
Tip of the week.
Oh, good. You know what, guys? Some of you guys remember this morning, one of the things that we talked about was security. What are some of the things? We had a lady on board with us this morning, Ms. Nunez, Ingrid Nunez. Hi, Ingrid. Hope you're watching. We thank you for coming out to HR this morning because we talked about what was safe and what was not safe to get into. in your job search. There are certain cyber things that we need to be aware of, and that, guys, here's a tip. If it feels funny in your spirit, you get that little thing in your, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Period.
And don't give your social security number out.
Yeah, nothing dealing with that. And that's what we talked about.
Yeah.
Shame on those that are taking advantage
Oh yeah.
And they are
preying
of
on
a situation. And that goes back to what I was talking about, evil out there in the world. There's a lot of evil in the world, guys. There's a lot of it. And there are people out there that will take advantage of you. So be careful in this time, right? In the season that you're going through. Just be cautious, be careful. I wouldn't necessarily turn down opportunities, but do your research.
Eyes wide open.
Yeah, you don't want
Eyes
to be
wide
part
open,
of something that's not cool, because there are a lot of people. But, guys, there's a lot of companies that are PREYing on us job seekers.
That is absolutely true. Hey, before we get to our first guest, speaking of job seekers, Holden, can we play the commercial for...
Commercial of the week?
Yes, we got our commercial of the week. Joe Amadio, can we play that commercial, please?
All right. Hey, Monique.
This
listen, I
is
see
my
you.
first LinkedIn video. Hi, my name is Joe Amadio. I help companies deliver world-class digital media in order to reach their target audiences. Be on the lookout for more of my content soon, where I will discuss digital brand best practices. I'm looking to grow my LinkedIn network and become more active. So please, tag any recruiters or companies you think I should be connected with. Thanks in advance. Bye.
All right. Can we get a round of applause for Joe Amadio?
Yay, great, Joe.
Nice. So, guys, that commercial was debuted here today. So make sure you connect with Joe. Make sure that you tag him if he's not watching, so that he knows that he was just debuted on the Who You Know show.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that?
That was a good one too.
Cool.
Yeah,
Right?
very
nice
good.
and short, to the point.
To the point.
Yep.
And you can catch these on our company page on LinkedIn. So for those companies out there that are looking for good qualified candidate, go to our page and you're going to see a whole bunch of these there.
A whole lot of them.
So congrats, Joe. Great video, great job. Let's go to the audience real quick. So we got Michelle, how are you? Nancy, Joseph,
Mark
Lisa
Lester,
Lowry.
Murray.
Of course, Mark is online with us.
Lisa Lowry. Where's Lisa
And
Lowry?
Lisa too. Yep,
What's
Lisa's
up, Lisa? There you are.
faithful to the network.
Monica Chavez.
I want to say something, you guys. You guys that served in the armed forces, thank you. Thank you. Because it's times like what we're going through right now that I can really kind of think and appreciate what you guys did. My dad was...
You mentioned Monique. Monique's a veteran.
Monique's a
Yep,
veteran.
Monique's an Army veteran.
That's who, when I saw that name, I thought about that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for checking in. Let's go straight to our guest, all the way from
Wheaton, Illinois.
Wheaton, Illinois.
Yeah, my neck of the woods.
Man, by popular demand, okay, I want to tell you, I got a lot of messages about this gentleman here. Paul Cameron, thank you so much for being with us today.
Hey, Paul.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, we're excited. Paul is an IT recruiter, headhunter, search advisor, coach, resume writer, and YouTuber. Man, you do it all.
Ain't that Paul?
Keep them busy, yes.
So I've got just a couple questions for you. What led you from being a recruiter to coaching, or was it from coaching to recruiting, or like how did you get started in doing all this?
Well, and I'm sure Foster's going to be able to identify with this as well as any with your history and talent acquisition. But in what we do, the way that candidates judge recruiters is whether we get them a job or not. So if I find somebody a job, they think I am a great recruiter. And if I don't get them a job, they clearly see that I have no idea what I'm doing because I didn't get them a job, right? And the thing about that is, Foster, we get an open position. We don't just call one person. I'm going to call 100 people. And that one person that I place in the job is going to think I'm fantastic, but the other 99 are telling all their friends how horrible I am. So I started back in 2002 to give these seminars to the different job clubs around the area, and I just really enjoyed it. I found that I loved helping the job seekers, and Then we started, we had a radio show here in Chicago called Job Talk that I co-hosted for a bunch of years. And it's just, it's really fun and rewarding to help people learn the process, from the inside, from a recruiter's perspective.
They need to know that process, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's something that I'm extremely passionate about. I know these guys are up here too.
Yeah, we got a lot of passion up here. And Paul, I heard about your pal. Oh my goodness, Patty Bashy just wore you out, man.
Nice.
Yeah, we had a bunch
I appreciate
of people,
her. She was.
Yeah, we had a bunch of people saying you got to get Paul in here. So
Absolutely.
you're definitely the expert. What
Nice.
is one of the biggest mistakes that you see job seekers making?
I'd say that by far one of the biggest mistakes is not knowing where you've sent your resume. Just think of the impression that you make when somebody calls you. When I'm calling somebody, I'll just use myself as an example. When I'm calling candidates, the ones who have applied to the job, and they answer the phone and they say, "I'm sorry, can you describe the job a little bit? I'm sending my resume out to so many places. I have what job is it again?" Like, really? Versus that person who says, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is drive staff. This must be about that .NET spot. I'm so glad you called. I thought that could be a great fit." Totally different impression. And it's just from having a good tracking system to follow where your resume is going.
So I know you have a tracking system. So you created a system on, I call it Trello, whatever you call it. You create Trello.
Trello board.
Yeah.
Trello.
So you created a system for job seekers to kind of like track their follow-up and to help guide them through that process so they don't lose any opportunities, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It outlines the process. So you can follow a job lead from start to finish through the full life cycle of a lead. From you get the lead itself and how and where to go get those leads. How do you do that on a consistent daily basis? That can be kind of wearing, but if you break it down into smaller chunks on where you're going to go get 5 leads from here and there, and then you cycle them through.
Yeah.
I'm going to do research on them. You got the research phase, and I got a checklist in there. Here's the things you got to do for the research phase, and then you go to the network phase and try to network your way in first before applying, because you're gonna have significantly better success that way. And then you apply. I got a checklist of things to do, and when to follow up and how to follow up if you follow that schedule. I know a lot of people do that in Excel, but with Trello, you can put all the exact same information in that you can put in Excel, but you can also attach your custom resume that you sent to that company, which sometimes you can't save the same titled document in your computer. You have to keep renaming it. You can save it with the same name, inside these different cards. You can attach the job description that you're applying to each card, where instead of a row in Excel, each card has its own email address. So you can forward all the correspondence from that company into each card. It's got its own mobile app, so you can have this information wherever you are. It's just, it's amazing, but it truly is, it's the process, not, having something. It's not the medium, it's the process. I've taken the whole process I've got and put it on paper, for people who are more comfortable, wearing out trees and pens and things that don't really use phones. They can do that. So there's just lots of ways to track it. Excel is fine, just as long as you're keeping track.
That sounds like kind of analogous to what we teach, right? Which is getting yourself noticed using video, which we teach BombBomb because it's such a robust product. And you can do it. You obviously could use your phone to record video, right? And send that out, but it doesn't have all of the features, all of the benefits that you get from BombBomb, the tracking, the analytics, the formatting. And so very, very similar, right? You could do it in Excel, like you said. I know a lot of people that are using that, but
or a scratch piece of paper.
Right, yeah,
exactly.
handwritten notes. But yeah, that's great. How hard is it to implement? Is it turnkey? Is it ready to go?
I've already built the thing, and it's free, so I just send it to you. I put a course together to show you how to do it. You can watch anytime you want.
Free 99.
Oh yeah.
So
free 99. That's right.
I actually checked it out. It's pretty cool. It's very, very detailed. Oh my gosh. And detailed in a good way. Like, sometimes things can feel overwhelming if there's too much information, but it's detailed in a good way, very, very thorough process of, from literally from start to finish what you need to do, and those checklists that give you, you're not going to forget.
Right.
And you can drag and drop and do a lot of things. So, and then you've got the course that kind of instructs people on as far as the usability, right? That helps them understand what each card means, how to do it, right?
Yeah,
Right.
you guys
Yep.
aren't gonna. Most people aren't gonna like this thought, but most of the time our job search lasts a little bit longer than what we wanted to, and when we're doing that, we're applying for a lot of jobs. We're talking to a lot of people. It's absolutely a company wants to know. And Craig, I've known Craig since the Mesozoic era. I think we would. Anyway, Craig and I know that it's important for you to make me feel like you're interested in my company. You can tell me a little something about what's going on. So I totally hear what Paul's saying.
Yeah, the money is in the follow-up, right? You guys have ever
Yeah.
heard that? The money's in the follow-up?
Yeah.
So this is a good system. It's like a CRM, in sales we call it, a customer management system, right? CRM. Look, you need to have a process, whatever it is, whether you're doing it on a piece of paper, like he said. The important part is that you can do it, you can manage it, you don't let opportunities slip through the cracks. But I love what you have. How do job seekers get this information? I know you have a YouTube channel. Like, do they go to YouTube, subscribe to your channel? Obviously, I want them to subscribe. Y'all need to subscribe.
That would be good. They can, yeah. My YouTube channel is just youtube.com/speedupmyjobsearch. But if you want the free membership and the free board, just go to speedupmyjobsearch.com and click on free memberships, and it's right there. And the great thing about something like this is, as opposed to tracking it in your inbox or just in your head, is the next time you're going to go look for a next position, which unless you're going to retire in the next 3 to 5 years, you're going to look again. You don't have to start from scratch. You've got all this business intelligence right there. You've got all these names and numbers and people you've been in contact with. It's just, there's so many advantages now that we didn't have 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Paul.
Paul, Craig sitting over there is our main man, 50 grand down here when it comes to talent acquisition. And so I look at him when you say certain things. We've been around a little while, and you say a certain thing, I'm looking at Craig.
Yeah.
Paul, now that you've kind of got an opportunity to be on the show and see our audience and stuff like that, who is somebody that you think would be a good fit? Or do you think, because obviously everybody was like, you got to have Paul on the show, and you're in this space all the time. Who's somebody that is also
Good
crushing it in this space that you think would be a good fit to bring onto this show?
in terms of helping job seekers,
Yeah, oh yeah.
well, I don't know that you got enough time on the show for me to listen to all.
That's the way it
He's
is.
like, I'll send you a Trello board full of contact
Seriously.
info.
Exactly.
Absolutely. In fact, I can send you a whole list of names in the Chicago area. I don't know if you guys know this, but those job clubs that are out there, Chicago has the second highest number of job clubs in the entire country, second only to Kansas City, of all places. They get a Super Bowl and the most number of job clubs out there. But there's a lot of really, really good, really sincere people that are putting in lots of volunteer time and hours that are just doing an amazing job helping job seekers out here. And I'd be happy to share all their names with you.
Oh man, you see that?
Yeah.
See, hey, I did that earlier. Ask and you shall receive, right? Love that. Love that. Hey, that's a mic drop. Hold on. That's a mic drop moment
Drop that
right
mic.
there.
After the show, we're going to talk about, you and I are going to talk about a number of things. 'Cause that's what my company does, is network to network.
How is the job market in Chicago, Paul? I know down here in Dallas-Fort Worth, it's still pretty strong, but obviously the pandemic has affected things. I know some people are open to relocate, and Chicago's probably on a lot of people's, top list.
Well, it definitely slowed down considerably, especially when we became the hot spot. They had the news was just a couple blocks down from my house filming, hey, this is one of the top 4 worst areas in America. Like, great. But it's starting to open up again. We're starting to get more frequent interviews going and starting to make some placements again. And we're starting to see other people land in the job search community, which is good. So it's opening up again, which has been nice.
All I know is Mark is from that's where you're from, right?
Yeah, Northern Illinois.
Yeah, Northern Illinois. And all I know is anytime we sit down with somebody, they're also from Northern Illinois.
Somewhere
Yep.
up north.
And I'm like, I was born and raised here in Dallas, and nobody's from Dallas. Like, everybody's from
I
Northern
know.
Illinois.
we meet
know.
more people from Northern Illinois.
He knows more people.
Yeah.
He has more commonality and more in common with folks than I do. And I'm like, I was born and raised here.
Born and raised.
Well,
But there's a common theme there. It's cold.
It's called, well,
Nobody wants to be there because it's cold.
and Paul, this is for you and I, and I want to dedicate this to Trevor and the viewer audience.
I think I can feel what's coming.
The Bears.
I knew it.
man.
Paul, I was going to ask you if you were a Bear fan.
Oh yeah, season
Yeah.
ticket holder for 19 years.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
man.
Trevor and Mark,
Yep.
we've had
Yep.
more fun just back and forth banter about Cowboys and the Bears. For 2 years,
Oh,
the
yeah.
show has been, well, we're over 2 years now we've been in existence.
But what Mark won't tell the audience is that he's a Cowboy Club member. I made him
He
buy
is.
I made him buy
I saw
a Des
him.
Bryant jersey. Okay. And
Yeah, the week before he left.
and he pays a lot of money in the Cowboys Club, just so you know. Spends a lot of money.
He
Jerry
bought me
Jones-
a drink
Jerry
one
Jones
time.
loves you.
Oh yeah,
Jerry
yeah,
Jones.
yeah. I love Jerry. Okay.
Who's the owner
I
of the
love
Bears?
Jerry, yeah.
Mark bought me a drink one
don't
time
know
and
at
I
this
lost
point.
my
Yeah,
car.
yeah,
I
I
don't
know
even
Cubs.
remember where I
know the
parked.
Cubs.
You ain't no Bears fan. Get out of here. All right. Hey, Paul, man, thank you so much
Yeah,
for coming.
thank
I
you.
really appreciate you. I reached out,
Yeah.
and he was just on it, and I appreciate that. Seriously, our audience wanted to hear from you, so thank you. And, guys, y'all need to go check out
Connect
his
with
YouTube
Paul.
page.
You guys
Yeah.
connect with Paul. Seriously.
Tell me that YouTube page again.
Please. It's youtube.com/speedupmyjobsearch.
Speed
All
up my
one word.
job search. You can get that Trello board, which is going to have all that stuff he was talking about for follow-up. Y'all need to do that. Go check that out.
This is networking.
Yep. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks,
Oh,
Paul.
thank you. Appreciate you
Paul.
being here. All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's go to the audience again. What do y'all think of that? Are y'all going to go get that Trello board or what?
You better.
Patty
That's pretty
Brasher's
amazing.
already got it.
Isn't
We
that
ought to be
good?
reaching out to Patty to find out how to use that thing.
All right.
Hey,
So
Susan Niece.
yeah, Diedrich Knight says Rams.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
Rams.
Oh.
When I was a kid, the Rams was it, boy.
Yeah. Well, she's got. Yeah.
So here's what we want to hear from the audience real quick. I want to hear from you. Tell us your team. Who is your team that you're missing
is
right
your
now?
team?
Because sports are out. It doesn't have to be football. It could be baseball or basketball or whatever your sport is. Tell us your
Hockey.
team in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you.
Or how about this? If you had to pick the Bears or the Cowboys, which would you pick?
I knew it. I knew it was
Cowboys,
coming.
of course.
Go
America's
Cowboys.
team.
That's right. America's team. That's right.
Five of them.
God's team.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
How many
Yes.
how many times have the Bears won the Super Bowl? Now I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know.
2, I believe.
I believe that's right.
Yep.
Okay,
believe
that-
two. Yep.
that's decent.
It's decent.
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. That's all right. That's so funny.
But we digress.
All right, so here we got, Diedrich says 49ers also. Patricia says go Packers.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Oh yeah,
Vivian
Patty
says
Packers
Stars.
fan.
Hey, Dallas Stars, Vivian.
Oh, okay, yeah, hey, Stars.
Michelle Jones says Dallas Stars.
My phone will quit
Michael
working.
says Lions. Susan says Longhorns.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Boomer
Noah
Sooner.
fan.
Oh, Tammy Mayo
I knew
says
I knew
go
Craig
Saints.
was gonna say that.
Go Saints. Who dat?
Joseph says Lakers, Lakers, Lakers.
Oh yeah.
Hey, there's Julie Rundy. She says the Bears.
Yeah,
Julie,
Julie.
ooh,
cool,
we're gonna
Julie,
talk
that's
about
fine.
that, Julie.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, Greg. There's my man, Greg. He says Cowboys, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Somebody had to come in with the Cowboys. Andy Cook, who I never asked you that. Who are you? Who are you? Who do you like?
So now that we got these comments rolling in, we just had to ask a question about sports.
Raiders. That's what I'm
And they
talking
just
about.
they just
Go
ignited,
Jessica
right?
Campbell.
Right.
So now that we got y'all paying attention, go ahead and hit that share button right now. Boop, hit the share button. And tag somebody you think would benefit from watching this. I think we have like 30 some odd million unemployed.
Oh my God, it's a lot of us.
So tag a
30
job
million
seeker.
plus.
Meg Rose said the Patriots, but she misspelled it, so that don't count. MRQ. We ain't getting down with him.
She can't read so good either.
Oh, I can't read. You know that. All right.
Love you,
guys.
Meg.
Well, while
Meg
we're
Rose,
on
we
commercial
love
break,
you anyway.
while we're on commercial break, let's see here. Who do we got here? Oh, Yes, can we play the job seeker commercial for Erica Cullum, please?
Oh.
Hi there. My name is Erica Cullum, and I am an avid baseball fan and travel junkie who also happens to be a certified project manager. I love working in human resources, and I love my HRIS implementation projects, learning and
It's like 30
development, and
seconds
working
behind.
in a shared services environment as well. I also have a passion for employee onboarding and just generally welcoming employees into a business. I think it speaks volumes about a company that so graciously and beautifully welcomes new employees into a company. I'm on the search for a position in human resources, working for Facebook, Microsoft, in the banking, defense, or healthcare industries. So if you know someone who works for either of those companies or in those industries, I would greatly appreciate an introduction. Again, my name is Erica Cullum. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Perfect.
All
Erica,
right,
we
all
have
right.
a huge
Good
HR
job, Erica.
network. In fact, we've got the biggest HR network in Texas because we are coupled. HRCSN is coupled with Texas HR Pros out of Houston, and we bring the tactile part before COVID. We bring the tactile part of this thing. So, Erica, we got to hook up, and I got to tell you a few things. I'll hook you up.
Guys, let us know what you think of that commercial and tag Erica in the comments section so she knows she was just featured. And actually, that was the first time
You saw it
debuted
here
here
first.
today. Saw it here first. Erica Cullum, y'all need to go hire her. That's what I'm thinking. Wasn't that good?
Yeah. I like
Amazing.
that. Love that.
That was really good.
All right, all right.
We
So,
got Craig.
Craig. What up, Craig?
Get into Craig.
What's up,
Big
guys?
dog
How
in
you
the
doing?
house.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Glad to be back.
Been a little while.
Yeah.
Been a little while.
Yeah, it's
Thanks
been a
for
few
coming.
weeks.
Now, you guys,
months.
Craig has been teaching us recruiters how to do things. So if he's teaching the recruiters, you think he got a little bit to say for job seekers? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So Craig is the recruiting innovation expert.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
The employer branding executive and the CEO of Talent Net Live.
That's
Man,
right. That's right.
Yay.
we are so
Live.
excited to have you again. And I'll have you
yeah.
again and again and
we
again.
need to have you again.
Yeah, because this guy right here, he drops all the knowledge. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you one of these because I already know you're going to drop it. That's
Oh,
the
all
mic
right.
drop
Mic
moment.
drop.
That's
Okay.
a preemptive
You tell me
mic
when.
drop.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to do it. So we're excited to have you. So tell us a little bit about your story, your journey, and how you got here to be the Craig Fisher, the Fish Dogs.
Yeah. So years ago, I started out as a pharmaceutical rep, and really enjoyed that. That's how I started out of college. But to get that job, I literally stayed in school an extra 6 months and did an apprenticeship, an internship with a company called Physician Sales and Service. So I literally learned about every kind of medical device and disposable that you could sell to a doctor's office, put it in a bag, put it in a van, took it to the doctor's office and gave it to the doctor's office and got all this medical experience.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of
That
Happiness.
was you.
That was me, absolutely.
Smith.
And then, 6 months into it, when I graduated in December, there weren't nearly as many job seekers coming out of the college, University of Oklahoma. And I targeted several pharmaceutical companies and said, look, I've already got 6 months of experience. And that's how I got the love for recruiting and the job search process. And so when in 1995, it changed how you could sell to physicians. All my friends jumped into recruiting doctors for a living for hospitals. And I got recruited into that and have been recruiting ever since and have moved up in the ranks and started my own staffing firm and then became this kind of consultant guy because the whole time I'm teaching people my process, right? So what's the process right there? And so now employers pay me to teach them how to attract job candidates, and job candidates can book time with me to teach them how to fix their LinkedIn profile to attract employers.
Wow.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. Yeah, you have an extensive recruiter network,
Yes.
right? Like through TalentNet Live and your
Yep.
connections there. I mean,
How long
you are
have you-
connected to all of the top companies.
How long have
here.
you been in Talent Live?
Yeah,
while
so
now.
when I owned a staffing firm, this is in the late 2000s, I started the first Twitter chat for recruiters. And on that show, TalentNet, hashtag TalentNet, we decided that there was nobody had any money at that time to go to an expensive $1,500 recruiting conference or HR conference.
Yeah.
So we decided to start our own right here in little old Dallas. 10 years ago, last December, was our anniversary, and it's the largest recruitment conference in Texas and the Southwest. And we're going on 11 years.
And
Very
that was
fun.
at Toyota World headquarters, right? The last one.
In
The last
in December
one,
of last year, yes, we were at Toyota's headquarters.
And then you were in Austin.
We were supposed to be in Austin in March.
Oh, but that
And
yeah,
that got pushed off. We were going to be
Yeah.
at VRBO TripAdvisor headquarters, and that didn't happen. So we're going to have a virtual event. It'll be July 17th. You can find information about it at talentnetlive.com, and we're still kind of working out the details about how that's going to work out. But we're supposed to be back at Toyota's headquarters November 20th in Dallas for the next Dallas event, and we'll see. We don't know yet. We'll see.
I think everybody's feeling that right now. It's all
Yeah.
about just figuring it out as we go, which is
The
that's
new
cool.
norm.
That's right.
The new
We're
norm.
trying to snap back.
Like,
Well-
how do you plan with the new norm? It's kind of like, yeah, we'll see if it happens.
Well, it's an interesting time to pivot because now I have employers and vendors in the HR technology space asking me to help them put on virtual events.
Love that.
So, I've got my studio at my house. I've got this
Yep.
cool studio we've got here that I might be using soon
Yeah.
to do some of this stuff. And so that's a fun thing.
Well,
Virgil goes all the way around. We're on the third rock from the sun,
That's right.
Earth. It goes all the way around because there are a number of people that listen to us right now that are all over the place.
Yep. That's
right.
There is a contingent in the UK that I talked about this morning. So, hey, you guys. That's what we do in Texas. Hey, we're cool in Texas.
Yeah.
well, hey, Greg, any way we can help or support, your talent net, to keep that thing going for your 11th, 12th, 13th, and 20th year, we're all about it.
And I'm always glad to have you guys there. You're a good part of this event, and thanks for being with me, so far.
Yeah. Well, I think it's really cool how you're bringing, your expertise, your knowledge that you've built up and really honed. So you have, and then on the flip side, you have a connection with the Career Search Network as well. So, I mean, you're somebody that can kind of bridge that gap for people.
That's
like
right.
you said, help people with their LinkedIn profiles
Yep.
attract the companies,
Yep.
and the companies attract. I mean, you know what each side is looking for.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. And the fun thing is there's more you can do than you think with your LinkedIn profile, right? The content sharing, the video stuff that you guys advocate is 20 times more shared and liked than any other kind of content you can put out there, right? And your LinkedIn profile itself is an SEO search magnet. That you can just build up in the right ways to get people to find you when they're searching for somebody with your skills.
Yeah. So you did a presentation at Dallas HR a few months ago before COVID and all that. This was when was that?
Yeah, it was December maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who it was that told me this, but I had a few people say, I went, listened to Craig, and then implemented the little changes on my LinkedIn profile, and it 10x'd my views. Like it just 10x'd, and I
will.
was getting calls and this, and that. And so you have like a whole presentation that you walk people through how to like. I need to like watch your presentation. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's
but I've heard about it.
It's pretty great. So what's happening right now is a lot of employers who are like offloading talent, they're upskilling their people, and they're paying me to give this presentation to help all of their people who they're furloughing these better skills to help them find jobs.
Wow.
Okay.
TD Ameritrade was recently purchased by Charles Schwab, and a lot of those folks don't know where they're going to end up. And so, coming up, I'm going to be doing this training for TD Ameritrade. So nice local tie right there.
Yeah. Hey, Craig, you remember how LinkedIn was years ago when it was first around and we first started using it? Isn't it amazing to look at the innovations and stuff over the years and what we can do on LinkedIn right now?
It is amazing.
Yeah.
LinkedIn's, getting purchased by Microsoft has not been a bad thing. I predicted a long time ago you'd start seeing LinkedIn integrated into your Outlook and your entire process, and it is. And you notice those contacts that kind of go back and forth now, but it's still visible to search engines in a big way. They're experimenting with maybe turning that off at some point, but for right now, you can
right
still
now,
get
yeah.
found if you put quotes around a search on Google and type in LinkedIn Training Dallas, you know who's on the first page? It's Craig Fisher.
Hey,
and it's because of all this SEO that I do for your LinkedIn
now
profile.
that's a mic drop.
That's a
Yeah,
mic
yeah.
drop.
I gave it
That's
to
a
you.
mic
I
drop.
knew it was going. Wow, there you go.
Boom.
You guys hear that deafening hit when they hit the ground?
Yeah, that number one
That's right.
on Google search right there.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Craig, sorry. You just mentioned something very specific, which is upscaling, right? Companies are upscaling
That's right.
their employees. Can you talk to the landscape? I asked the landscape in Chicago, but
Yeah.
here in Dallas and just, I guess, in general around the country, should people be more open, right? We get kind of myopic in our search and what we do.
Yeah.
Can you talk about how that may need to change?
So I'd say if you're going to pivot, you need to look at your job search and your career as standing on the edge of a pond, okay? You're here now, this is what you do. But if you're going to make a big pivot and you want to do something totally different, that's over here on the other side of the
On the
pond.
other side of the
you
pond.
can't get there by jumping over it. You need to look at going around the pond. So do something that is
Oh.
similar to what you do, or look at the vendors who serviced your former organization, right? Or the companies that you partnered with. And if you want to start doing something, you want to go from marketing into sales, or you want to, whatever that is, pivot with the companies that appreciate what you did before, and don't just try to go straight over here because you're going to be the no experience
Well,
person
that's
on
a-
that side of the pond.
That's a great
Going
point.
around
What's
makes sense.
Mark? You were in the military, so what was the high? What's the highest rank in the military?
General?
General. Okay, so a general can't leave the military and just go and be the CEO of a company, right? And a CEO can't just leave that company and go into the military and be the the general,
That's right.
Right.
right? It doesn't work that way. Even though they're at the top of their game, like if the CEO leaves a big company, he's going to have to go and work his way up those ranks.
Yeah, there's learning curve on both sides, sure.
But what you can do is be the CEO of you, okay, and your
I
career.
like it.
And so as soon as you are unemployed, and even before, if you think you might get unemployed, start your own LLC. It's easy. It's almost free. Have your own company ready to go so that you always have that running in the background and ready to fall back on, and you don't have a gap in your career experience. And then start researching the companies that you would like to work for and publish your research through your LLC on your LinkedIn profile, right? Do videos about it, write research papers about it, and build that case study, and then tag all the people who work at that company who you'd like to go to work for when you post that research.
That's another one. Here you
Yeah,
go. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's
there you go.
another-
Wow.
You
I
can
know
be
it's
you can be the
multiple
CEO
drop.
of you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
be the CEO of your own company. Love that.
That's what I've been doing for years.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I asked Paul one of the biggest mistakes that job seekers are making. What do you think the biggest mistake that companies are making in their hiring?
So here's an interesting thing. We're getting to a point now where it's starting to become against the rules or against the law in certain states to ask job seekers about their salary history. Okay, that rule is meant to level the playing field for women in the workplace. But it also works for experienced people who have been in high-level jobs coming back into the marketplace who just want to do good work. They don't need that $300,000 salary that they had as a C-level executive, but they've got good tactical skills and would take a much lower job just to do good work and interesting work. So employers and recruiters, please don't just automatically put those people out of contention because they're too high level, okay? Don't ask them about their salary history. If you ask them about their salary expectations and they say they're flexible and they've got the skills for the job, put them in contention for that.
I love
Yeah, that's
that.
fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, we've run into a number of people
Oh.
that have that problem.
Yeah,
A lot
Look
of
at
people
the
have
bang
that problem.
for the buck. It could be there.
that's right.
The important thing is the bang. We companies, we got, where's that mic?
Yeah, I got one. Hold on. Here you go, Foster.
We've got, I got it. So guys, the important thing, companies, the important thing is that you get it done. You got a lot of people that work for you that need to feed their families. And hey, do I need to say anything more? I'm going to drop this mic. Booyah.
Love that. Love that. Yeah, and all these companies, I mean, well, the job seekers need to be looking at what the companies did during COVID. How did they, what did they do right? How did they react? If there were furloughs and if there were layoffs, how did they do it? Because some companies, let's put it this way, the executives didn't take those pay cuts, but a lot of their employees did, right?
Yeah.
Those types of things. Like, I would be asking those kind of questions. What kind of culture is there? What really happened? I know in our company, it was just an amazing thing to see what they actually did. A lot of people actually, a lot of the employees got, like, I don't want to call it a bonus, but stipends. I mean, anyway, it was just like amazing to see how our company reacted to it. But I know not all the companies are like that. There was a lot of things. People are sore. People are hurt, about what happens.
Well, and reputation management is going to be a big deal when we start trying to bring people back.
Oh,
So
yeah.
employers have to be thinking about how do we treat our people on the way out,
Yeah.
and what's the message need to be now that we're trying to bring them back in.
Right.
And so now companies are also asking me to help them with that. Do our job descriptions need to change, right? What is the message? Are we part of the problem or are we part of the solution?
Right.
And how do you bring people back? So on the way out, here's what you can do. Book everybody some time with Craig Fisher to help them find their next job, right? And they're going to think a lot better about you for helping them do things like that. And they're not going to go torch you on Glassdoor as soon as they walk out.
We're running out of mic drops up in here.
We're running out of mic.
Get that again.
Recycling
So-
mics now.
So, Craig,
Yeah.
COVID affected you too,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I was recently part of a very large layoff with
Very
one of the
large,
world's largest staffing companies, and I had a senior management position there, and most of my team, most of marketing, in fact, got laid off. 400 of us.
Golly.
Yes, right, and right after I moved into a new house.
Well, of course,
yeah, that's fun.
absolutely.
Now, I will say they've treated me very well. I've got some runway. They're paying my health care through the end of the summer.
Good.
And so there's great things going on. And so some employers are doing, really great things, but they might not be messaging it, right?
Right.
And they're not sort of telling the story. In fact, employees who take severance packages are very often afraid to talk about, what it was, because you're not supposed to really tell exactly the details. And so there needs to be a way for employers to tell their employees how to message the good things that are happening on the way out.
I love that.
Yeah,
And companies,
that
you
exit
guys
interview.
need to be, you need to be concerned with pay scales and things as you're trying to attract employees coming back. What Craig said before about what do people think of you, and how did you treat people, and what is your strategy moving forward? Because if you have a positive strategy going forward, that is going to attract us. We've all been punched in the eye, so we're looking for what's going to happen. Yes, can I take care of my family? But how y'all going to treat me?
That's right.
100%.
Fortunately for me, I did have my business, my consulting business, always running in the background, and so I can pivot back and make, bring that forward.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. What's next for Craig Fisher? What do you envision? Is there any companies that you're targeting right now, or how can we help you to try to make some introductions? Like, what's next?
Well, so I will do, LinkedIn training for job seekers and for employers that want to help their employees for the foreseeable future, as I always do. I'll just do more of it because I have a little bit more time.
Yeah, a little
And
bit
I
more
also
time.
do project work for employer branding for employers to help with that messaging issue that they might have. And if any employers have a full-time job for something like that at some point, I would talk to them about that as well. And I'm also doing projects for the HR vendors and tech vendors in the recruiting space that sponsor TalentNet. So my plate's pretty full, but I'm constantly hustling gigs and projects right now.
I love
I know that full
Yeah.
plate.
I love that. You're just putting it in second gear now. You're like
That's right.
you overdrive. You're
Putting in
going.
work.
Yeah.
Yep. I love that.
TalentNet Media is a real thing.
Yeah.
Hey, TalentNet Media.
That's right.
Woo, yes. Craig, we're just again delighted to have you here all the time, anytime. Anytime you need a chair, man, it's for you.
It
I
is.
appreciate you guys.
It is.
100%.
Yeah.
There's no telling what's going on here. God puts people together for a reason. Now, a lot of times we miss what that reason is, but there's a future here. Let's go look at the brain trust here.
Yeah.
That brain.
It was Fanny Dunnigan.
That's right.
Shout out to Fanny if she's
Yep.
watching.
Hey,
y'all,
Fanny.
y'all tag
Fanny, yeah.
Tag Fanny. You
That's
guys
right.
connect with Fanny Dunnigan.
Yeah, she's the one that connected us in the beginning, and you guys, Fanny's thebomb.com. Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody loves Fanny. I've been trying to tell her
Yeah,
forever
yeah.
that her show that she's doing now,
That would
and all
be
that
cool.
Stuff, she, like it needs to be like that's the name of her show. Everybody loves Fanny.
You
It's
know,
like
that's-
everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Fanny.
Everybody loves Fanny.
Yeah, or 6 degrees of Fanny.
6 degrees of
Yeah,
Fanny.
yeah.
She's a whirlwind.
Oh, she's awesome.
She's been such a help with TalentNet and
Oh, my
bringing me
gosh.
together with you guys. It's been
Oh,
great.
Yeah.
She's another connector.
Yeah.
We can't wait for TalentNet 2020, the virtual
Right.
Yeah.
edition.
Unless
so.
Toyota's in their offices by then and we can go back there, we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
there'll be a virtual edition coming up.
Whatever you need, man, we got you.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Craig, thanks again for being with us, and you're always welcome. So.
Always.
All right, so we've got our next guest coming up on stage. He was actually introduced to us by Casey Haston. So a lot of y'all know Casey.
Yeah.
She's from the We Are VIP podcast. Come on up. We got Matt Cretzman. Am I saying it right this time?
Yes, sir.
What's up, Matt?
Matt, what's up, man?
Welcome. Yep.
Been trying to get you up here for a while.
I know. We've been doing a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
We
I
finally
think
made
were
it
you supposed to be
happen.
on another show previously?
Man, we've been
Maybe, I
talking
think,
since.
a while.
Long
Yeah,
time.
it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
long
it was
time.
months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, he no showed me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I got 5 kids, so
Five.
I use that as an out
dude.
whenever I need to.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Wow.
I got 3, and that's enough for us.
Yeah, he's got 3.
Yeah, he's like only.
think he
Oh, it was 3. Yeah, just 3.
Yeah. No,
Craig's got 4 boys.
excited to be here.
Yeah.
Craig's got 4 boys. Mike's got
Three
3
boys.
3 boys.
Boys, okay.
And Mark's
I
got
got
3
3
boys.
Yep, I got
3
3
boys
boys.
too?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
That's a different dynamic, y'all.
Well, maybe we can work out an arrangement here.
So guys, Matt is an advanced lead gen strategies and growth hacker.
Growth hacker.
Man, like,
Yeah.
like I like these words.
Growth
Hold on.
hacker.
Advanced, lead. I like leads.
Adjectives, baby.
Gen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lead gen.
Lead gen.
Lead gen.
Strategies, growth hacker. Man,
Hacking.
okay, I hear all those words, those buzzwords, man. I just love that. What the heck?
What the heck?
Yeah.
So are you basically saying I help people get seen?
We had Shay Robottom on the show, and she broke down each and every one of the
Oh,
things. that we-
yeah. I think she's a growth hacker. I know she is.
She is a growth hacker.
She's a growth hacker.
I mean, is that basically what the heck that means? Like you help people get seen?
Yeah, that's one of the things. Help. Basically, a growth hacker is somebody who tries to leverage the foremost tech in a way that can construct a campaign to get your product or service in front of the right person at scale.
You're
in
sitting right
essence.
next.
So-
you guys.
Growth hackers like
y'all.
we like tech and we like data and we just look for creative ways to do marketing differently because there's a lot of marketing out there that's all the same.
Disruptive.
Yeah.
It's disruption. We're trying to be different.
Differentiator.
It's just
Well,
different.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I like this. What's
Yeah.
the hot ticket right now?
The new.
The new.
Oh yeah, well,
ClickFunnels and all these things. But what's the new?
yeah.
You know, when you're thinking about a product and then all of a sudden you see a product on your phone, you're like, what?
Yeah.
I just thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
This
That's
sent me-
real
this
talk
sent me
right
what
there.
what I wanted before I knew I wanted it.
Yeah. Amazon knows what I want before I want it.
Are you saying that they're listening to us right now? Is that what you're saying?
Well, big brother.
Yeah, I'll tell you just for us at our team, there's one thing that we fell in love with right now over the past couple months. It's called Typeform. So go check it out, Typeform, typeform.com. Typeform. And so the form, when you hear the word form, it's not exciting, right? Most websites are using forms and they're just boring and plain and it's transactional. It's not conversational. It's not engaging. And when people put information into a form, they know on the back end they're going to get, if they're intentionally seeking something, they know what's coming. But
An email.
an email or something or a
Text
product or
message.
an offer or something,
Yeah.
and sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
we bait them in by, hey, I'll give you a free ebook,
Free ebook,
whatever.
yeah.
So what we're doing with Typeforms is we're making them more engaging, dynamic, personal, and conversational.
Ooh.
So Typeform, they've been out for a few years, but they really changed the game for forms. And you can put in like GIFs, videos, pictures. You can actually process payments over forms. Typeforms can be a full page experience. It can be a slide out on a website. It can be embedded anywhere in a website, like a header. You can even embed Typeforms within a blog post. So imagine you're reading a blog post and all of a sudden you see like a little profile pic and it's like you see the bubbles like they're typing. in the middle of the post, and it could be asking the reader questions with their name. So it's super advanced, personalized, engaging. So we're putting them in email campaigns. We're putting them in LinkedIn campaigns. We're putting them everywhere.
Can that be? Can that somehow, some way? I'm just thinking, right? Can it be? Can be put in a video? Can you put that in a video?
So this is even cooler. So Typeform, I'm giving away some of my secrets here, okay? Just for your audience.
We're getting it out of you, brother.
Just for you.
You heard it right here on the Who You Know.
That's it, yeah. And most of the time, I don't share this publicly because, it's like insider secrets, it's trade secrets here. But when I get on, I do a lot of Zoom calls every day, and I'll just give away some of this stuff just to help people. But go to videoask.com. Videoask.com. I'm telling you, for job seekers or anybody who's trying to connect on LinkedIn in a personalized way. Okay. Video Ask is a game changer because here's what it is. And I don't know if Typeform created it or they bought the company that started it, but here's what it is. So Video Ask, they call it the human chatbot. And just like Typeform, it can be embedded on a website in the bottom right corner like a floating chatbot. It can also be a full page experience, but when you click on it and go in, it's a video of you that you can record, and you can record it natively on the platform, or you can make a professional one and upload it to the platform.
Oh, okay.
But here's the beauty. It's a personal welcome video from you, but on the right side, it integrates with Calendly. So now you have your calendar right here, and you've got a personal video that talks all about you and why somebody needs to book time, and you can just say, hey, if this is interesting or you think it's worth having a conversation, just grab some time on my calendar. It's right over here to the right. Pick a date and time, and let's connect.
All right.
Give that man a mic.
Game changer.
Give that man a mic.
Yeah, we need to throw the mic at the wall on that one.
All right,
and then go ahead and drop it.
Drop that mic.
What video?
Video Ask.
Videoask.com.
So we teach the job. I love this. What we're talking about, guys. This is not scheduled or planned, by the way. We teach a similar product is BombBomb. Have you heard of BombBomb?
I've heard of BombBomb.
And you can actually embed a call to action, which you could include your Calendly link. And so you can send personal messages on, you know what I mean? But this seems like maybe more automated.
And listen.
Would it be automated? Like if I can, I'm thinking out loud. I send a connection request.
Yep.
Boop, they connect with me, and all of a sudden they get a hello video. Is it automated?
So you can put the link to the Video Ask within the connection message itself, which would be interesting. Like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I prepared this personal video just for you.
Yeah.
And they
short
message, and the link is already in there. So when they accept, it populates into the messages feed, and then they can click on the button and watch. But here's the cool thing about Video Ask that you can't do on BombBomb. The recipient can choose how they want to respond. They have 3 options. They can respond with a video.
Yes.
They can respond with a voice message.
Right.
Or they can respond with a text. And you get a notification. And imagine you watching a video from somebody who you sent a video to. Yes. Or you hearing a voice message. So the personalization level of this is just awesome.
I love that. So, and I like what you're saying because BombBomb does that with their email. Okay. So that you can reply back with a video, you can reply back with text, whatever, right? You can do that with their email, but not in a message on like LinkedIn, not like a LinkedIn message.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to reply back with a video. They would have to, get their phone out or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it can be anywhere. Again,
so that's awesome.
Even
that's
if it's on the website, you can pop that open and they can respond in one of those 3 ways right there on the website too.
New content, new summit content right there.
Guys, there's a lot of video platforms out there. I love that he brought that up because there's a lot of different ones. There's BombBomb, there's Loom, there's Video.
Yeah, Vidyard and Video Ask.
There's a bunch of these guys. And they all have some similar features, but there are some differences. And you just need to make sure you're getting the right one that's right for you.
Yeah.
And
it's free.
And use it. Go use
free.
the technology.
Customize it.
Video Ask is free.
Yep, free.
There you go.
Customize it for your personality. You'd be surprised.
Well, you could even mash, right? Mash them together, right? You could incorporate.
Yeah, Video Ask integrates with Typeform.
And
something we're seeing that works super well is just making things light and funny by using, say GIFs or this other term, dynamic personalization. So, should I give away another secret?
Yes.
You want another secret?
Come on, man.
All right.
Like that. Now. You're on stage now.
I'm gonna give you another secret. Go to lemlist.com.
Spell it.
LEMLIST.com.
Lemlist.
Okay, Lemlist. It's designed as a cold email tool. Okay, so you can upload like CSVs of contacts that you want to email and drip out an email sequence. But the cool thing about Lemlist is it allows you to upload a picture that then can be personalized per each recipient.
Okay.
So, and I've
okay,
done this,
okay.
and we are crushing campaigns right now.
Wait. So let's go backwards real quick. So it's a cold list you got in there. Bunch of people you don't know.
Yeah.
But their name, and they all get an individualized picture?
So on your spreadsheet, depending on how you extract data,
Okay.
on your spreadsheet, it could have, like, say, the company website, for instance, or the LinkedIn profile URL of your recipients. And you upload a picture, and I've done this, of me holding a cup of coffee.
Okay.
And I'm smiling, and they open the email and they see me smiling. What they're also going to see is their name on the coffee cup.
Personalization.
Or they're going to see
that a word?
their company logo on the coffee cup.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
And there's
yeah.
unlimited possibility here because one of my clients, the Texas Legends, we'll take the jumbotron.
Legends.
We'll take the jumbotron,
man.
and we'll say, I did an email for Kevin. Those of you who are receiving emails from Kevin right now, I'm sorry.
And I'm one of those.
All right, well,
Yeah.
sorry, bro. But you'll see the jumbotron and emails like, "Hey, the team and I sat down and we wanted to dream what it would be like for you to be a partner of ours. So we threw up your logo on the jumbotron. What do you think?" And they see their logo there, or their name.
Okay.
It's like,
And my logo needs to be hidden.
Wow.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
gonna talk.
That.
We're gonna talk.
So you
We're gonna
do
talk.
one thing. You do one.
Yeah.
But then it
personalizes every email.
Make that
Yep.
easy,
Yep.
simple. Guys,
Yep.
technology, okay?
That's
We've
growth
got to
hacking.
be forward thinking. we got to think about how can we use technology in the job search? How could you apply what he's talking about right now to help you to get your foot in the door? Because we know you're in the black hole. We know your resume is not doing any good, right? Nobody's seeing your resume. So how do we use a campaign like this to get somebody's attention? Bottom line, that's what it's about.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like Craig said, if you're doing research on companies you want to work for, imagine sending decision makers at that company an email that has you in front of a whiteboard, and you're saying in an email, "Hey, I did some brainstorming with my team, or a couple of colleagues or friends on some ideas of how we can make you X fill in value proposition. Here's some of our ideas," and it's like their name and their company and whatever else you want to grab time.
Now, what if your corporate journey is over, guys, and it comes time for you? You've had this idea your whole life in the back of your head. It's time to launch it and get it out, and so people can see the value of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
love
I'll
that.
shut up.
I got a statement. It all boils it down. In the world of automation, customization is differentiation.
Oh,
Bingo.
oh,
That's
oh,
it.
oh,
That's, somebody tweet that.
Boom.
Somebody
Give me
tweet
that
that.
mic. Give me that mic.
Replay. But we gotta have replay. We gotta have replay on that.
Wait. Take two. Say that again. Say it again.
Yes.
In the world of automation,
Yes.
customization
Right.
is differentiation.
What?
Boom.
Wow.
I would drop my phone on that, but
Don't do
that's where I live.
Well, it's an iPhone. You can do that.
Wow.
Android. So
Oh, it's Android.
Mark, that's like the smartest thing you've ever said on this show.
ooh, you earned your paycheck.
Yeah.
Dumb bears.
Oh, and then you had to ruin it with the Bears. You said that.
Wow.
Hey, hold it. You want to turn his mic off? Just
Turn
shut
it
his
down.
mic off.
Turn it down.
Well, we do every week. Every week.
This is so much
My,
fun.
Been this
I wish
way
my
for
comments
years.
stopped coming in. It's like,
Yeah.
see what
Turn
the
his comments off. Turn
That's
him
right.
off.
That's
Paul
right.
Cameron's. Wait, Paul, you're not there anymore. But if you're listening,
Wow, that is awesome. Hey, so
Yeah.
I'm curious. Have you heard of a feature or a technology out there called Interactor? It's interactive video.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard of that?
Interactive video.
So imagine there's a video, right? Mm-hmm. And you're watching it, and I'm on the video, and I say, hey, what do you like better, cats or dogs? Right? And then it was
Then you
like,
can pick.
and you literally, as you're watching it, you press the screen, cats. Of course, I actually like dogs, but dogs,
We won't hold it
right?
against you.
And then it takes you to the next. You don't leave. It doesn't take you to another page or anything like that. It literally just
It's kind of like those choose your own adventure.
you choose your
like
own
a
adventure.
Facebook thing.
Yeah.
But
Those
like
were good books. I like those books.
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
So
Yeah, I haven't heard. I haven't
heard
heard
of
that.
that?
No. What's the website? Interactive.com.
Interactor. I think it's called Interactor. Yeah, Interactor.com or something like that.
Sounds like a body part. Your Interactor's broken.
Your Interactor.
Oh man, you
does,
go to the doctor.
But no, I've seen it, and I wanna just play around with it and see. Hey, look,
Yeah.
how cool would that be to like? You'd have
Yeah.
to. It'd be interesting. You'd have, as recording a video, you would have to create
Yeah.
a different path.
I'm sure they've made it easy.
Interactor.com. Thank you, Meg Rose.
There you go.
There you go. Interactor.com. Yeah.
Interactor.com.
Yeah, but to tie in, I have to finish the thought.
Okay.
So Typeforms, and we're doing a couple recruiting campaigns right now, actually, for some clients where they're going after, like, say, firearms trainers or psychologists. But Typeform allows us then we send it to them, they arrive at the form, and it already greets them by name, and they go through it, and it's highly engaging, highly relevant for companies that are, recruiting. That's one challenge that we found a lot of people face, is that I don't want to waste my time on a bunch of phone calls, with people that aren't really qualified.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
having a simple conversational form like that's engaging, man, knock one out, put it in there, and just
Pre-screen.
Yeah,
Weed 'em
Craig-
out,
Craig's
weed 'em
behind
out.
the scenes. Craig went, yeah.
Greg,
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I think that. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me ask you this: given all of your background and what you do, and I'm right on par with you.
yeah.
What do you think a job seeker should do to help, them become more visible in their job search? What would be some things? I know you said the forums and the email campaign. What other things would you think
Yeah.
a job seeker would do?
Yeah, it's not rocket science. I think the simple things that we've talked about, just creating content, being active. If you're in that phase, relationships are everything, obviously.
oh,
You know,
really?
Yeah.
That's it.
Word, relationship.
Is that your thing? Yeah.
Say it. Go ahead.
Relationship.
That's his key word.
There you go. I hit the
That's
buzzword.
my dropper, yeah.
Yeah, that is it. And it's never too early to start, those relationships for whatever season may be ahead.
Right.
And I'm grateful, just having launched my business this year, like we've grown so fast because of relationships. And there's some good people that care about us and advocate for us. And that's it. So yeah, just be active. But what we talked about, do some research on your companies. And I've been on another show where I encourage people to do this too. Like, look for holes. Like, what cutting edge maybe they not seen yet. Be their person who's watching their blind spot.
I got a mic dropper statement. I think I'm trying to get over behind Mark there.
Yeah.
All closed eyes are not sleep, and all open eyes cannot see.
Say it again.
All closed eyes are not sleeping.
That's true.
All open eyes are not seeing.
Oh. Yeah.
Yep.
Amen.
That's true.
Mic right there.
Proverbs
Yeah, here's
13:10.
that mic right here.
Yeah.
Oh. Boom. Love that.
Yeah.
Matt, we're super excited that you were able to join us.
Thank you, Matt.
Again, Casey Haston, she was like, you got to get him on the show.
Yeah,
He's
she's awesome.
Yeah, Casey, she's the
Casey's
bomb.
Casey,
Bomb,
shout out to
yeah.
Casey. Casey's the bomb.
She refers a lot of people
Yeah.
over to us. She's like, she tells us who's going to be good.
Yeah.
And she's always right. She hasn't let us down yet. So
Yeah.
being the
great.
fact that you were referred here, now that you've been on the show, you know what this is all about. Who do you know that you think would be a good fit for this show?
I think Kevin Hodis would be great for this show.
Kevin Hodis.
Kevin Hodis.
Tell me about Kevin.
Kevin would be phenomenal for the show.
Yeah.
So he founded and is the CEO of SwipeIt.com. SwipeIt.com.
Right or left?
SWYPIT.com.
Swipe it, okay.
Yep.
Do we swipe right or swipe left?
Whichever way you want.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Up or down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But Kevin is, aside from being a payment processing professional, payment processing, the world of credit cards, and can be kind of a slimy industry. And he's been doing it for 20 years and has just such a deep industry knowledge. But more than that, man, his character is just phenomenal. I've gotten to know him a lot over the this year, and I've been to some of his clients. One of them was a restaurant owner whose restaurant burned down one time, and he just immediately showed up, like within hours of that happening. What do you need? And he bought him all new equipment, got him back up and running again.
Servant.
and just servant, just servant.
That's what I was
And,
talking about at the beginning of the show. Servant.
I mean, and I do digital marketing, so I work with businesses trying to make them more profitable. And this side of it that he brings to the table, most clients of his, I mean, they save 30-40% immediately by switching. Like immediately. We just, we listen to PayPal or Stripe or, some of these other companies like Square. And there is some trust there that's built into bigger brands. But having somebody who's got your back, who you can call his cell phone and he will fix your problem.
Yeah.
That type of customer service is
unparalleled.
valuable.
Yep.
So
Nice.
yeah, Kevin's a showman. He loves the camera.
All right.
So
All
he
right.
needs to be
Oh,
on.
well, yeah.
Kev, you're next on the Who You Know Job
There you go.
Networking Show. Matt, again, thank you so much for
Oh,
being
my
here. Let's
pleasure.
go real quick to the audience before we say goodbye. We got a amazing audience. Let's see. We got Meg
Connor
Rose.
Rogan.
Oh, let's see. Oh, Holly, thank you for tagging
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah. Holly did that.
Yep,
yeah.
she went
Excellent.
ahead. Yep. So
go.
Kevin, you're next, man.
Hey, you're next, man.
Patricia, we got Kona Rogan, Oscar. What's up, Oscar?
Oh, we got our buddy John Mejia.
Hey, what's up, John?
Hey.
John
Mejia.
Mejia, yeah.
Guys, let us know where you're tuning in from, and we'll give you a quick shout out. We love you so much. There is no show without you. We
Without
got
you guys, yeah.
Kathy Byfield in the house. What's up, Kathy?
Hey, Kat,
Jordan
tell your
Prince.
husband hello. Tell Mr. Byfield. Foster said what's up.
Well, we love you guys so much. Jordan Prince again. He says, "Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that."
you're welcome.
Lisa
Throne.
McCleven.
McClellan.
Man, I can't. Look, I can't
I love
read.
it. I love it.
Y'all know this. I can't read. I can't read. Oh man, who else we got?
Andy
Steve
Zach.
Fellows.
I like that name. That's cool. Mindy, we
Oh,
got to
great.
connect
Steve's
on
yeah.
LinkedIn.
Oh, y'all better get ready for Lauren Hullen. I got her job seeker commercial coming up soon, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren Hewlin?
Yeah, Hewlin.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah. She was at IT.
I said Hullen.
She was at HR this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all better get ready for
We'll
her.
get it Lauren.
And y'all need to go check out Amanda Christian.
And
the Christian made a wonderful video.
Yes, she did.
and
Yeah.
connect with each other. If you're here in the comments, just hover over somebody's name in the comments, and it'll tell you if you're a first connection or not. And send out invite. Connect with each other here in the comments in the feed.
Hey, Joseph.
Barbara Cole, thumbs up again, sister.
Joseph, let's see if you can recognize this, man. I got you coming up too. Your video's coming up. Oh, hey, what's going on? what? Y'all will see what I'm talking about later. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about later. Joseph, good video, man. You put some creativity in it, and that's what I like, and it stands out. So I'm excited to share that one with the audience as well. Guys, we love you so much. Thank you again for spending an hour with us. Like I feel just honored that you would take your time out to come hang out with us, and make sure you tune in next Wednesday as well. Same time, same place. And
It's okay if you guys get a job. You just got to let us know
Yeah.
so we can put you on blast.
we'll give you some hands on LinkedIn for sure. Guys, that's the show.
That's
It's
the
all
show.
about
Who
ya
No. We are.
And we're out.